Now, here comes the hammer.
All right, 3:23 in the afternoon. Turning the bottom of the hour here in just a few. Hey, let's go right to the phones. A lot of people on lit up on the phone lines here. 274-5297. Andrew, welcome to the program.
Hello, Eddie.
Yo.
I want to make the obvious point first that how much time is this guy wasting going to the press and making a press release about why they're behind schedule and how important it is to get things done on time? I mean, is that obvious to anybody else, or is that just me?
Well, the whole thing is nothing more than it's just a big facade. It's a big.
I can't believe he's saying, "Oh, the legislative process isn't going to move ahead as quick as we need to do." What am I going to do? Oh, he's going to go do a press release to help? I mean,
yeah.
Politics has just changed, man.
This is all.
You could just.
This is all about
tricks or whatever, and everyone runs to the media to cry about every week.
Yeah. If the governor leaves town for 2 days, it's the whole world's going to come to an end. Well, like I said, hey, you didn't complain when Tony Knowles would leave town? Come on, man. I was down there. Nobody complained. If Tony Knowles wanted to leave town for a day or two, it didn't bother anybody.
Hey, I don't give a crap if Tony Knowles or Frank Murkowski leave town for 2 days. It's just ridiculous. I mean, people got crying syndrome, and I don't know, some people like to see their reflection in camera lenses.
Presidential politics. That's all it is. Thanks, Andrew. Let's go to Steve on line 4. Steve, welcome to the program.
Hey, Eddie. Thanks for taking my call.
Yeah, thanks for calling.
Hey, that you should ask, Mike, I liked his little analogy there with the sheep. You should remind him that those aren't sheep, those are taxpayers.
I was listening to that, and I'm just going, are you kidding me? I'm thinking to myself, is this for real? I mean, how much longer is this going to go on here?
Well, I don't think these Democrats, I don't think they have any principles. And I'm dying for, maybe you could ask one of these guys, what principle is it of theirs that where you can take the fruits of one person's labor and give it to another person? I mean, what principle is that?
I don't know. Here's the legislative process. The representatives, as he reluctantly admitted to, the legislative process is where the representatives and the senators carry that bucket of water for the different legislation. And the governor can play a role in that. But the governor's not going to play an intimate role in that thing until after the legislative process is brought to her desk.
Well, these guys are just hatchet men for the Democratic Party as a whole nationwide.
And then he
said, go after Sarah Palin.
And then he says, well, I'm not part of the Democrat Party. Well, what do you mean? You stood in front of the cameras with the chair of the Democrat Party and allowed them to use your quote and name within their press release. I mean, I've got the thing in my hand.
That's pretty funny. He couldn't wait to get off your show.
Oh, no, that's why I knew he wouldn't stay on. That's why I asked him, would you like to stay for another segment? Because I knew he'd say no.
That's just about died hearing him weasel out of that.
Yeah, thanks. All right, I appreciate it. Let's go to Richard on 3. Richard, welcome to the program.
What's going on, brother?
Hey, dog. How you doing, man?
Doing good, man. Having to finish up these friggin' papers for classes, man.
Hey, thanks for the pizza again that day when all the West High students were in here. That was great of you.
Oh, man, thank you for what you do and what you bring out and exposing people like this guy you just had on, man. I mean, what I don't get is that these people in government think that we as citizens are much less inferior, and don't know as much as they do. And the fact that when we call them out on stuff, that we don't know what we're talking about.
Yeah. Like, see, here's the deal, though. Here's the deal, everybody, Richard. They get to go in front of the news cameras, okay? Here's what you do. You send out a press release. It's got all this inflammatory half lies in it and everything. You get to get in front of the press. You get to tell the media what you want, and there's nobody there to kind of hold you accountable until you come on one of these type programs. Exactly. And then all of a sudden, hey, you just don't get to talk. You got to answer questions.
Exactly.
And that's the thing, is that tonight these people are going to be on the 6 and 5 o'clock news and 10 o'clock news, and they're going to blah, 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 blah. But there's no one going to hold them accountable like we just did.
You are, dude. You are, and that's the thing about it is the fact that people like yourself, you continue to do what we're doing, and I think I agree with Rich. You need to go talk to the interior.
All right.
And talk to them folks, man, and express your views. That's
all right.
what it's there for.
Y'all go down there with you, Richard. You and I will testify together then.
Let's do it.
All right, dog, we'll do it. Let's go to line 1 quickly, get Bill in. Bill.
Yeah, how you doing?
Hey, my brother, how you doing?
Oh, pretty good. Snowing down here in Sterling. But anyway.
It's snowing?
Huh? So anyway, you got to remember that the whole legislature, R's and D's, went to Washington D.C. on a junket for 7 days.
Oh,
So Sarah's gone 2 days. Last time and 2 days this time. She's still, when she's through with this one, she's still got 3 days to go to even it up, for crying out loud.
yeah, I
Right?
forgot about that. I remember
Yeah.
they were all complaining that
They
the
went
90.
down, they didn't do nothing down there. The president saw him for 15 minutes and spent all that money for that bullcon.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's R's and D's both.
yeah. I remember when the legislature was complaining they didn't have enough time to do anything, but then they all went off and went to that D.C. junket. So it's interesting. I just wanted to. I'm glad that Mike Molesky, is that it? Mike Molesky, decided to come on the program today, and because I think it really showed who these Democrats are and what this is all about. And, it's just a bunch of crap. All right, we'll be right back.